Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Yes, the ones who have already joined. Children, in case of any doubt, you have any query regarding your weekly test, please go ahead and ask.
Ma'am,
Good afternoon, ma'am.
in the morning, you, uh,
Yes,
ma'am,
Kuki.
in morning, you, Scarecrow could not see his shadow, but ma'am, when he sees his shadow,
Sorry, your voice is not audible. Kuki, will you ask the question again, please?
ma'am, in which time, Scarecrow sees his shadow?
See, in the morning, he's not able to see his shadow because the sun is in front of him. The shadow is in the opposite direction. By the time it is the evening, that is the time when the scarecrow is able to see its shadow, but that is only for a very short duration because then it's the time for the sunset. And when there will be no source of light, that means there will be no shadow. So only for a very short span of time is the scarecrow is able to see its shadow, and that too in the evening.
Okay, ma'am.
Anybody else, Beta? Have I discussed? Yes, Kuki?
Ma'am, you say that we have to we do one activity that is we have to speak about our trip.
Yes, we have to do the activity, and your activity was you have to you have to speak about in for the topic was how to plan your trip, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So have we started our just a query? Have we started our next chapter in your class or not? Do we have?
We started.
Yes, ma'am, we have started.
We have started, and okay, we'll come to the activity also. But before that, any other doubt regarding your test, children? Did I discuss the pattern of the paper in the class?
No, ma'am.
So, beta, your weekly test will be for only 7 marks. 7 marks only for literature. Then will be your creative writing and grammar. Literature part will be only for 7 marks. There will be word meanings for sure. Question answers will be there. The rest, make sentences or fill up, that will be based on the chapter. How thoroughly you know your chapter and the poem. Based on that, you will have your make sentences or fill-ups, any of them. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Children,
Yes.
till where, on which page, till which page have we discussed? Page number 1818.
We have to start at 19 with our
Yes. Nobody knows? Till which page have we read?
19. We have to start with it was then remember.
It was then page number 1919.
When we used to read fourth paragraph.
Yes, page number 1. Okay, before I start with the next test, let's have a quick recap of what we have read in the last part of the chapter. So there are two brothers, siblings, Vijay and Ravi. They were coming back from their maternal grandfather's house, which was in Delhi. So they have boarded a bus and going back to their hometown where their parents were in Jodh. which is there in Shimla. So now they boarded a bus and they were some kilometers away from their destination when the bus took a halt for refreshment. Then Ravi also when he saw at the hills and the mountains, he realized that they were very close to the destination. So Ravi told his little brother that rather than going in that coffee bus, why not do trekking and go walking to their destination? Because he thought that the destination is very, very near. But once they started the trek, they soon realized that it was deceptive. It was a deception, that what it seems was not true. And there, rather than only one mountain, there were 3, 4 mountains. More than, I think, 5 mountains were there. So since they started their trek in the morning, it was fresh and cool. They were full of energy and excitement. So they traversed that 3 mountains very easily. But once they reached the 4th and the 5th, then it started getting hot. There was less water, less food with them. No habitation was there. That means no people, no houses were there nearby. And they were getting tired also. They were angry also that why they have to make this decision. And now it was getting, after the afternoon, it was getting dark and they were nowhere closer to the hometown. And they have to covered the last patch of their trek, which was full of rhododendrons and forest. So now let's see what happened. Who will continue reading? Who will do the reading? Page
Good
number.
afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Ma'am, may I read?
Yes. Mubashira.
Ma'am, from It Was Then.
Yes.
It was then that I remembered something that our father had told us. He had said, if you suspect that you are being followed by a wild animal, never break into a run. Suspect that you are being followed by a wild animal, never break into a run. You will only hasten the charge. I told Ravi this and he nodded.
Wait, beta, wait. What is hasten? To fasten, increase. Because so their father has advised them that in case you encounter some wild animals, never ever run, because you cannot outrun them. You will not be able to win. So rather than that, you should walk carefully and making less sound, so that the animals realize that you are not threatening him. You are not a competition for them. Page number 1919. So,
What, ma'am?
nothing. The children, they were asking which page number, so I was telling them page number 1919, the 4th paragraph. So his father suggested that rather running, walk very careful, and do not give that hint to the animals that you are threatening them in any way. In that case, there is more probability of yourself saving from those wild animals. Yes, continue, Vivashira. Continue reading it up.
Can I read?
Okay, Rishabh. May I? When you take permission, it is may I.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
With a tremendous effort, we kept our pace down. Ma'am, what is this?
First word is say tremendous. Tremendous.
Tremendous
Kept.
effort.
Then is kept. Kept
Okay,
our
ma'am.
pace.
Tremendous. Okay.
And then is though. Though our senses were at fever pitch.
Okay, ma'am. Our senses were at fever pitch. Sweet poured.
Sweat. Pour.
Sweat poured. down our bodies and every bodies and every now and then we turned our heads in panic to see what was coming. But we kept going till we had cleared the path of
Patch.
what is
Patch of rhododendrons.
yes ma'am
Rhododendrons.
rhododendron dust. As we came within hailing distance of the first house of Jyoth, I turned around. I snapped the path
I
of
scan. I scan.
I scanned the path of Ro- Ma'am, what is this?
Rhododendrons.
The tree stood
No.
dark and
Read it
silent.
again. No, read. Say that word. Say rhododendrons.
Rhododendrons.
Yes.
The tree stood dark and silent, brooding in the
Brooding.
light of the
Brooding.
setting sun. Okay, ma'am. Brooding. Suddenly, Ravi clutched my arm. A dark shadow was coming down one of the tree. It reached the ground and well realized that it is a bear. It was a
It
bear.
was a bear. Clutched. Ravi clutched my arm. Next. Read the last line also.
Okay, ma'am. Back home, we learned that the flowers of the rhododendron are rich in nectar. So bear often climb up the tree to make a meal of the flower. What a lucky escape we had. And what a super story we got to tell the boy back at school.
Okay. Good, Rishabh. So now what happened is when they were crossing the last patch and they realized that somebody is stalking them, stalking means following them, they were very scared. But Ravi, rather than running, he recalled what his father had advised him that you should never run in that kind of a situation. Rather walk very carefully without making any noise. So he was following those instructions, and rather than running, he was keeping his pace down with a tremendous effort. See, when you are very scared, you want to actually run from that situation. So it takes lots of effort to stop yourself from not running. So that is why it is written tremendous effort. They were very scared, they wanted to run, but it took a lot of effort for them to keep calm and walk slowly without making noise. Fever pitch means even though they were walking very slow, but their senses, the power of sound, to listen to the sound, to perceive, it was very high because they were very, very alert, which shows that they were very alert, that in any of the directions the animal can come and attack them. So they have to save themselves. So that is why their senses were very high at fever pitch means they were very alert. The meaning of this sentence is that this shows that they were very alert. Then sweat poured down our bodies. Sweat, why were they sweating? For two reasons. One, because it was hot.
They were
Yes, Tuti?
Ma'am, they were very scared.
Very good. So they were feeling hot and anxious also, and they were very scared. That is why we sweat. But we kept going till we cleared the patch of rhododendrons, just as we came within a hailing distance. What is hailing distance, children? Initially, in the last part of the story, we have read that they were in a part of a forest where there were no habitation. Habitation means there were no houses, no people around. But now, when they were closing to their destination, they have come closer. They were at a hailing distance. Hailing means If you shout for help, you are at a distance to the people or the nearby houses where somebody can hear your sound and they will come to help you. Approachable distance. You understood what is hailing distance? Hailing means approachable. That if you shout for help, somebody will listen to it and will come for your help. That is called hailing. So now, they came out of that patch where there were tall trees. Brooding means the trees were looking as if they were thinking. They were lost in their thinking. It is just a personification. Trees don't think. But when you compare a thing like that with a living thing which can think, that is called. So here, brooding means to think. They are sad and they are thinking of something. But Ravi took clutched means when you hold tightly. So Ravi clutched his brother's hand and he put him aside. And then they saw that the animal which was stalking them was bear. And it was not actually stalking them. The bear was relishing, was enjoying the flowers because they were rich in nectar. They are rich in juice. Rhododendrons, they are very rich in juice. They're very juicy. So bear is very fond of honey, eating honey. So that is why the bear was eating all those flowers, and the boys thought that the bear is stalking them and will hurt them. Now, once they were out of that dangerous area, they cooled down, they were calm now, and they were very proud of themselves. Now they had a story to tell their friends. They could now boast, brag in their front of their friends that you will not believe what we have done. We have covered the entire patch of that dense forest all by ourselves. So they had something good to share with their friends. Any doubt related to the story, children?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. Ma'am,
Ma'am.
Rishabh?
ma'am, did our copies are checked?
Which copies are you talking about?
Ma'am, literature.
Literature notebooks are not with me, beta. I have already distributed all the notebooks.
No, ma'am.
Ma'am, we didn't get.
Ma'am, I also didn't get.
But you should have checked your table or the Almira because I knew that there was an exam and we will not be coming. So all your notebooks I have returned. All your notebooks, beta. Anybody else?
Covered.
I have already returned all the notebooks on Monday.
But ma'am, whenever a boy or
Didn't get.
Sorry?
ma'am, someone come to give copies to our class, ma'am. Ma'am, he distributed. Yeah, afterwards we get after recess, ma'am. But we didn't get.
Just wait. Okay, Mubashira and Rishabh, you have not got your notebooks. What about the rest of the children?
Ma'am, I also didn't got.
Nikhil has not got.
I have.
Ayushman has got. What about Stuti, Samar, Kunal?
Ma'am, I have also got my copy back.
Okay, bache. Then please, on Friday, please go and check your table drawer or the cupboard. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Now let's discuss the book exercises. Please open your books on page number 2 to 22.
Ma'am, I also didn't got.
Stuti?
Ma'am, I haven't.
Fine.
Ma'am, my copy is.
On Friday, please check your cupboard or the table drawer. And I'll also check. I'll also check in my staff room or the class. Fine.
Ma'am, ma'am, you take the copy for the checking for somebody. You have to check somebody, so you take the copy.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, after 2 chapters and take a copy for correction.
Beta, I know I've taken the notebooks for the correction. Okay, fine. I'll check the notebooks on Friday. I'll check if they are lying in the staff room. But because I'm pretty sure I have only test notebooks with me for the correction. I have no other notebook with me for the correction. So I'll just find out in the staff room. Okay. Friday. Done. In case, because now you have got 2 days there left in between. So I'll send you the PDF.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Okay. So meanwhile, you can now from the PDF. Who has his notebook with him or her right now? Are you
What,
sure?
ma'am?
Who has his or her notebook with himself or herself right now? Okay, I'll arrange the PDF and I'll send it to you. Okay.
Okay.
Now come to page number 22, book exercises. The first one. Find words from the story which have meanings opposite to the words given in the box. So you have to find out the opposites from the story itself. I'll give you 1 minute. You can just look back and then we'll discuss.
Ma'am, below that word, can we write that opposite? Can we write opposite word?
On the book itself.
Okay.
Now, let's discuss the answers, children. The first one, ugly,
Beautiful.
beautiful,
Ma'am, beautiful.
unlucky,
Lucky.
Ma'am,
very
lucky.
happily,
Ma'am,
Sad.
sad.
noise,
Ma'am. Ma'am, quietly.
quietly, or quiet, both are correct. Freezing,
Hot.
Hot.
hotter, both are correct. Always, what did his father advise? In that line, you will get the answer. Read that line. When he recalled what his father had advised. You will find the answer for always.
Ma'am,
Never,
I don't know.
never. Always, never. Energetic,
Energetic.
yes.
Ma'am, exhaustic or tired.
Yes, but we have to find out the word from the book itself.
Ma'am, tired.
Tired. It's written there.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. And far,
Close.
Ma'am, near.
near.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, Tuti.
Ma'am, can you tell me the answer? Ma'am, what is the opposite word of always?
Never.
Never.
Next exercise. The options are. I'll give you 1 minute again. Okay. Yesterday was a dark and windy day, but when I woke up this morning, I saw that the beach was
Feathered in the morning
Morning
sun.
morning sun.
bathed, bathed in morning sun. Daniel was following me, but I didn't realize it till he came within
Uh,
hailing distance and called out to me. Approachable distance. Hailing distance. My brother and I went on a long walk this morning and lost our way. By the time we found our way back home,
made a short your call.
hunger
Ma'am,
gnawed,
hunger and
no,
one way.
hunger gnawed at our insides. When you're very hungry, your tummy starts grumbling, no? You get lots of sound from your tummy. He's requesting you people to eat food and get something.
Ma'am.
Intense feeling of hunger.
Ma'am, can you tell me the answer again?
First answer is bathed in the morning sun. Second answer is hailing distance. Third answer is hunger gnawed at our insides. Fourth one, it was very dark and we heard strange sounds outside. Our senses at we read it in the story also, children.
Hailing distance.
Fever pitch. The dash Gulmohar trees on the way to school is absolutely beautiful. You know, sometimes you see when you're going on the countryside road, you find that there are trees on both the sides and the leaves or branches, they are joining. It makes a passage. Don't put pencil in mouth, Rishabh. So that is called canopy. What is that called? Canopy. So the canopy of Gulmohar trees on the way to school is absolutely beautiful. The children made short work of their homework and rushed out to play with their children. Short work means shortcut. They have done in their homework in a shortcut way and they are out for play. All the answers done? Okay. Add suitable
Yes,
Yes, add suitable suffixes to the highlighted words to make a new word. What is a suffix? The word that you add at the end of the word. Okay. For example, if I say celebrate is the main word, but if I add d to it, we say celebrated. Merry, merrily. When you add something in the end, or for example, you write happy, happiness. So anything that you are adding at the end of the word, that is called suffix.
ma'am.
Yes, beta.
Ma'am, like Facebook.
Yes. Face and book you are adding at the end, so it becomes for book. For book, what is face? Prefix or a suffix?
Ma'am is
Whatever you're adding at the starting is called a prefix. So for book, face is a prefix. But for
okay, ma'am.
the face, book is the suffix. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, the sentences are given to you. They are in a jumbled form. The highlighted word that is given here, you have to add a suffix to it and make a meaningful sentence. For example, I'll help you with the first one.
Valuable.
Very good. So you have added able to the value, you made it valuable. So the sentence is, this necklace is valuable, or the valuable. Yes, this necklace is valuable. So you have to write down one or two another words to make it a meaningful sentence. So the sentence will be, this necklace is valuable. E will be changed. E will not be there. Rather, A-B-L-E. B. Again, you have put pencil in mouth. Sometime back, you were putting it in your ear. Now you're mouth. You're feeling hungry? Rishabh, you're feeling hungry? Just 2 more minutes, okay? Next. Amar is intelligent but also boasts.
Ma'am,
Ma'am.
boasted,
Sorry?
Ma'am,
boasted,
uh,
Okay, I'll tell you the word. You will add full to it. Boastful. When you brag, very proudly or some talent. Boastful. So, what will be the correct sentence? Tell me the correct sentence. Rishabh.
Amar is intelligent but also boastful.
No. Somebody else. The words are given in a jumbled form. Make a meaningful sentence. So, what did Rishabh
Amar
say?
is
What did he
boastful
say?
but also intelligent.
also intelligent.
Amar is intelligent but also boastful. You can write down very boastful also. So Amar is boastful but also very, no. Amar is intelligent but also boastful. Actually,
Okay,
you
ma'am.
will say it will be very. So Amar is intelligent but Amar is intelligent, but also boastful. We
Ma'am, we
want
have
to
to also,
celebrate. Sorry.
ma'am, we have to also write a sentence.
Yeah, write down the correct sentence in front of the jumble one.
Okay, ma'am.
Third, we won't big celebrate Diwali.
Ma'am, celebrated.
Celebrated.
Try. Okay.
Ma'am,
Let's make
celebration.
celebration. Good. Now make a meaningful sentence. We want a.
Ma'am, we want big
Ma'am, we
celebration.
want a big celebration on Diwali.
Yes. So you have to add on here and there little more fillers. We want a big celebration on Diwali.
Mita. Mita.
Mita suffered disappoint, could not buy the latest Harry Potter book. So disappoint.
Disappointed. Ma'am, disappointed.
Disappointment. Since it is written, Mita suffered. So it has to be disappointment, not disappointed. Now make a meaningful sentence. The word is disappointment. Another 3 minutes, children, and the class will finish.
Mita
Ma'am.
suffered.
Ma'am, that fourth one, ma'am, it will take some time to frame the sentence properly.
Okay, I'm here. I'm waiting. Mita suffered disappointment as or because she could not buy the latest Harry Potter book.
Mita's.
Amita asked Innocent if she could go to Mumbai by herself. Okay, what will you make with suffix? With innocent, make innocently.
Innocently.
Okay, now make the sentence. The sentence itself is in proper order.
Uh,
Yes, Tuti, tell me the answer.
Amita asked innocently she could go to.
Yes, if she could go to Mumbai by herself. Last one. The team hope winning trophy this year.
Hopefully. Ma'am, hopefully.
Hoped.
Hoped
Ma'am,
case it is winning. Winning. It is not past tense, no? The team
Ma'am,
is hopeful of winning the
ma'am,
trophy.
hopeful.
The team winning hopefully trophy this year.
The team is hopeful of winning the trophy this year. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We have lots of book exercises, but we are running short of the time. Page 2323. Underline the prepositions. The horse jumped over the hurdle. Prepositions.
Jumped.
Preposition is over. Over, under, in, on, at. What is the time by your watch? By. I like having gulab jamuns with ice cream.